Namaste, Witchlings. Welcome to Di the Yoga Witch podcast. I am Di the Yoga Witch, your guide on this journey of self-discovery through yoga, a sprinkle of magic, and a whole lot of grounded goodness. Because today, we're diving deep into the essential practice of grounding. It's a topic that I happen to be incredibly passionate about because it forms the very foundation of my spiritual and magical practices, and I believe it can do the same for you. So, let's think of grounding as your energetic anchor. In our modern lives, we are constantly bombarded with information, stimulation, and demands. It is so easy to feel scattered, overwhelmed, and just entirely disconnected from both ourselves and the natural world. Grounding is the antidote to this feeling of being adrift. Sorry, brain went to music on me. It's about consciously connecting with the Earth's energy, drawing strength and stability from its grounded essence. For witches, grounding is especially crucial. We work with powerful energies, both internal and external, and grounding acts as a safety net, allowing us to channel those energies effectively and responsibly, preventing us from becoming overwhelmed and burned out. But you don't have to identify as a witch to benefit from grounding. Anyone seeking inner peace, stability, and a deeper connection to themselves will find immense value in this practice. Let's talk about grounding. How do we actually ground? Well, one of the ways is where yoga comes in. Yoga, honestly, is so much more than the physical postures that you see pictures of all over Instagram, right? It is a holistic practice that integrates breath, movement, and mindfulness to create a powerful connection between mind, body, and spirit. And even without a dynamic flow, yoga offers incredible grounding tools. So let's talk about a couple of them. All right, first, let's talk about seated postures. Think of poses like Sukhasana, which is easy pose, or easy pose is what a lot of kids are now calling crisscross applesauce. Or even just sitting comfortably in a chair with your feet flat on the floor, giving you a stable foundation and allowing you to connect with the earth beneath you. The key is to feel your sit bones grounding down, your spine lengthening up, creating a sense of rootedness and stability. Stability is the key here. Imagine roots growing down from your body, anchoring you to the earth's core. Feel the support, the strength, the unwavering presence of Mother Earth beneath you. Next, and perhaps more importantly, is breath work. Our breath is our constant companion and a direct link to our nervous system. Conscious breathing, or pranayama, is a very powerful tool for calming the mind and the body. Try simple diaphragmatic breathing. One hand on your belly, one hand on your chest. As you inhale, feel your belly expand while your chest remains still. And then as you exhale, feel your belly retract. This type of breath, it activates the parasympathetic nervous system, and the rest and digest system, promoting relaxation and reducing anxiety. When we breathe deeply and consciously, we bring ourselves into the present moment, grounding ourselves in the here and now. Another fantastic grounding technique is visualization. So the way to do that is close your eyes or just kind of soften your gaze and imagine those roots that we mentioned earlier, extending deep into the earth. Visualize them growing stronger, thicker, and connecting you to the earth's core. Feel the earth's energy just flowing up through those roots, nourishing and stabilizing you, and filling you with a sense of peace and groundedness. You can also visualize yourself surrounded by a warm, grounding light, like the golden or an earthy brown hue of light. This light anchors you to the present moment, creating a sense of safety and security. Grounding is such a good thing to do. And when you ground, and this is kind of a side note, if you're having a particularly stressful or hectic day, your brain just is all over the place, picture those roots going into the ground and take all of the stress and the frazzledness and just push all of that yuck down through the roots out of your body into the ground, and then let the grounding fill you back up with better, more positive, calmer energy. It works. Now, let's talk about the connection between grounding and self-love. These two concepts are intrinsically linked. Self-love is not just some fluffy, feel-good idea. It really isn't. It's about honoring your inner witch, your inner self, acknowledging your power, and setting healthy boundaries. When we are grounded, we are more connected to our intuition, our inner wisdom. We are less likely to be swayed by external pressures or negative self-talk. Grounding reminds us of our inherent strength, our resilience, and our connection to something so much bigger than ourselves. It empowers us to make choices that align with our highest good, to set those healthy boundaries, and to cultivate a deep sense of self-acceptance. So think about it. When you're feeling scattered and ungrounded, it is so much harder to access feelings of self-compassion and self-love, right? You might be far more prone to self-criticism, self-doubt, and anxiety. But when you're grounded, you create that stable foundation for self-love to bloom. You're more present, more centered, and far more able to treat yourself with kindness and understanding. So, how do we incorporate grounding into our daily life? Doesn't have to be super complicated. Start small, baby steps. Even 2 minutes of seated meditation with breath work and some visualization can make a huge difference. The key is consistency. Make grounding a regular part of your self-care routine, whether it's a daily thing, a weekly thing, or whenever you feel the need to just reconnect with yourself. You can practice the techniques we've talked about here anywhere, anytime, on your yoga mat, in your office, while standing in line at the grocery store or the bank, you know? Who shops in the grocery store or goes to the bank these days? It's all online. Anyway, I encourage you guys to experiment with different grounding techniques to find what works best for you. Maybe you prefer spending time in nature, walking barefoot on the earth, which is called earthing, and where the kids today are saying go touch some grass. Or maybe you find comfort in working with crystals, and essential oils. The key right now is to find those practices that resonate with your soul and that you can easily integrate into your life. Because if it's not easy and intuitive, you're not gonna do it, right? Right. Grounding is very much a journey, not the destination. So be patient with yourself and remember that every breath, every moment of conscious connection with the earth is a distinctive step in the right direction. So, you want to delve deeper into grounding practices and connect with a community of like-minded souls? Head on over to my Patreon. Patreon.com/yogawithdaiLin. We would love to have you there. We do monthly moon rituals. We have personalized guidance. You can connect with me via the Discord server. I love talking to you guys. Or hop over to my website, yogawithdaiLin.com, and book a one-on-one yoga session with me. Or book a session for me to run you through a guided meditation and work one-on-one with you on grounding. I'm game for anything. That sounded bad. Anyway, on that note, my witchlings, stay grounded, stay magical, and spread joy, love, and kindness. And don't forget to tell your loved ones that they mean the absolute world to you, because you never know when that last opportunity is going to be. Until next time, you guys, I love you guys.